Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Iman and we are watching Vinland Saga. I want to apologize for the delays when these come out. Usually they're like a week late. There's been things going on in my personal life as usual, and trying to set up for some things right now. So when a show isn't like on the schedule, I can't make a backlog. So usually when shows come out on this channel, I've made like a backlog. We're ahead on Patreon, so it helps with like continuing to keep on the schedule. So it's like, okay, every Tuesday Outlander comes out, every Thursday, Friday community. And so that's been like this helpful thing. But when a show is like airing, that's when it gets a little bit difficult for me, and hopefully I'm really hopeful that it will get better. And so when something is airing, I'll be able to just get it out as soon as I can. But just the way things are right now, it's just not possible. So I appreciate your guys' patience and stopping by and still watching these reactions. I really loved the last episode. It really shows what's about to happen and at the farm. And I'm very excited for Knut and Thorfinn to have a reunion, because it's going to be completely different. They're both going to be so different as humans, and their beliefs, everything about them is completely changed. And that's awesome. That's the beauty of like being a human. I hate when people say people can't change. I hate when people are so close-minded in that way. There's really a lot of people who don't believe in change, and they just wholeheartedly don't believe it. But anyone can. It's just how and why are you doing it? Have you hit rock bottom? Where are you? But anyone is capable of making changes. You're going to make mistakes, and that's the thing. I think people think, well, if they've changed, why are they still doing the same thing? Because habits form, and habits take a long time to form. A lot of the things we do today that are annoying to other people and to ourselves were formed when we were 5 years old, 10 years old, 7 years old, in childhood, and it was never corrected. And we had to grow up and then be like, hello, this is me now. And and then people help, like your peers usually will help you, being like, okay, that's a little weird, dude. Like, don't act like that anymore. Like, that's embarrassing. Why are you doing that? It's kind of weird. It's inappropriate. And you're like, oh, really? I didn't know that. And then you learn, and like, you know, sometimes shame is good. You're kind of like, oh, I should, that's weird. Like, I guess I didn't know that. And then sometimes you just learn in a completely different way. And there is no shame involved, which would be really nice. But people change. People change, and people can change for the better, and people could change for the worse. So it's like, where are you? In the timeline, I don't know, but I'm a very big believer in change. People can change, and people can become better. If they were bad, they can become good. I think as long as you're just like aware of who you are, you're trying to learn, you say I'm sorry when you make a mistake, then you're good in my book. Truthfully, like, life's hard enough. So Knut, Thorfinn, what's gonna happen? They're gonna meet. I don't see it happening this season, but who knows? Maybe it's just gonna happen right away. Maybe in the next, maybe it is gonna happen. For me, I feel like we have to wait until like training happens. I feel like there's gonna be the farmhands are gonna learn how to fight, and they're gonna need all hands on deck, basically, to teach everybody, because they need to prepare for a potential battle. So I don't feel like that will be, unless they just do like a montage of things, which they could, I guess they could do a montage, and we'll just jump ahead and we'll see. But yeah, I'm ready. You can find you can find the full timer version of this reaction on my Patreon. Links in my description box below. Thank you guys for your support. Is this Sverkel's place? I feel like this is Sverkel's. So is this the ancestry of this farm? Like, everything that's happened on this farm? Oh, wait, well, or not. Or not. Okay. Oh. What? Oh my god. Who is this? Am I supposed to know this man? Oh, he's clearly... Okay, so he was the master and he was the slave. Wow. Why does this seem like Einar? And that poor lady was still in there with her baby. I don't want to see us. Like, I don't know. I'm scared it's gonna kill him. Oh my god. Oh, she got out. I wonder who he is. So, I mean, it looked like that was Einar in the beginning then. So then they end up getting enslaved again. Of course it is. Oh my god! Oh, he's hungry. He's like, where's my food? Let's go look for him. This guy. What if I die? Oh, he's like, wait, maybe he died. I mean, of course he cares about... Oh, no! That horse is gorgeous. Oh my god. He might be... I don't think he died. I hope he didn't die. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just not well. He's getting older. Damn! Age! Age. Wow, what a crazy thing aging is. This being alive is so strange. It's such a beautiful thing and also this weird curse. Because what the heck? What if you have no one to take care of you and you're just gonna die? If you're old. I mean, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die at some point, but you would hope with more like dignity or someone there to help you. What if you don't have someone there? Ooh, oh my goodness. My goodness. That's good. Wow, she's a great cook. Okay, so I was just saying, like, what if you don't have someone? But I know this man does not like this type of stuff. He's like, I need to take care of myself. Oh no. Will he accept? He doesn't want to be fed like a baby. His face. Oh my god. Oh man, now it's so happy and Arnheid, Arnie, she's here. Yeah, it's easy to forget that they are not free. Oh, okay, so that wasn't Einar. I was like, what? Yeah, And he said something about a reunion too. So who did him wrong in this farm? Shut up. Wow. You guys. Their heads are about to fly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. No, oh my god, it's just too late. Wow.
ヘビさんが聖書を中で読んでるんです。それの盗み聞き。
Oh, he's trying
大
to
旦那様は
listen.
字が読めないから。
That's interesting.
正しいものにも正しくないものにも雨を降らせてくださるからである。愛したところであなた方に
Discrimination. Just like the priest in season 1.
だからあなた方の天の父が完全であられるようにあなた方も完全なものとなり何してんだ便所か
Oh, he has to go out there. Oh, man.
アルネイズジジイが漏らした頼む
Oh. He's really in bad shape right now. Sheesh.
ジジイがくたばったらあの本もらって売っ払おうと思ってるだけさ
Come on, man. We saw you get on that horse and go rescue him. We know you love him. Dang, yeah, she's getting like sores, blisters. What was that? That quick little... Is that the fox? Or is that guy? He took his horse.
俺の手下か
Oh,
じゃねえな
whoa. Who is he to you? She knows him. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. Oh my goodness. Who is this man? Oh my god. No, we were not ending it. Come on. Come on. Okay. Wow. Well, you know what? What a great episode. That was awesome. That was really epic. So many things happened. I was confused. I was like, Einar, is that you? Did we skip to the future and you're a slave again and you became a slave of a horrible master and now I was not sure. But they look similar, which is kind of funny. That Arnheid would be his wife. Like there's like a likeness to those two men. Well, this complicates things a little bit, doesn't it? So he's coming to take revenge a little bit on the master here because they took his wife and the reunion. He knew where to go to. Wow. If any of us ever are in a relationship, let's hope that we have someone like that. Or a Jamie from Outlander, or Claire from Outlander. You need someone who's just gonna be there like for you. Because some people are just gonna move straight on like, well, Jessica was great, but there's another one out there. But if you have someone like that, you're like, he's gonna come find you. It doesn't matter. I'm worried that he's gonna be killed because Snake is gonna fight him. But maybe something can happen. I don't know. Arnheid is still a slave here. She's not free. Very complicated situation. The old master getting sick and aging. I really just I don't understand life. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent and it's gonna be a little out there in a way, but what is the point of life? Really, genuinely, it's we're all just born. No one is our souls aren't writing slips and putting them in some little bucket and a god picks out and is okay, you want to be alive on earth? Fine, go out in there and do your thing. There is no choice in the matter. We don't get to be born as you know, a rich person that lives in this country. It's just like, you might just be, this is it, this is just what it is, and it's freaking random. And here we are, now we're here, and we're like, cool, great. And also, what time period are we going to be born in? Like, I could have been born 100 years ago, or 100 years in the future, or thousands of years ago. Why was it today? Not today, but why was it 1990? Why my parents? Why? Do you understand what I'm saying when I said I was like, this is going to go a little bit out there? But it's like, what is the point? And then you're going to have people who have Christian beliefs say, oh, well, it's to bring people to God and come back to heaven, and because of what Adam and Eve did. And then you're going to have people who are like, oh, we're just spirits here and trying to understand our ancestors and right the wrongs of our past. Or people are like, there is no reason, we're just here, and that's that. And then thousands of other reasonings, reincarnation, whatever, who knows? The point is, what we do know is we are here. People age, people are born, and people die. And those are the things that we just absolutely know as just matter of fact. It's great. Like, if you're alive, lots of hardships can happen. Again, you could be born in a very poor, impoverished country. You could be born without without limbs. You could be born blind. There's all these different obstacles that can happen, and it doesn't mean that you're less than or anything like that. You're still human. You're still equal to everybody else, and we're still in this game of life together. There's no like, okay, now because this has happened to you, you had a bad childhood, you get to have a head start. Like, nope, you get to just live the way everyone else lives. If someone's a billionaire and gets to have all the fun in the world and no stressors of money or any of that, he's in the same playing field as the person who doesn't have anything. It's like, for me, I think about this stuff where I'm like, what's going on here? This is strange. And then, oh right, some people believe we live in a simulation. That's like a new one. I wonder if people thought that, like, I mean, clearly a thousand years ago they didn't have the word, I would assume, simulation, but maybe they thought something similar, like a Truman Show type thing, or the Matrix type situation where we are all really asleep and plugged in somewhere. But what is this? Like, okay, it seems so weird. It's not fair. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And then we have the choice to take care of each other, build communities, try to be happy within the suffering of life. And then there's people who want to take for themselves, want to cause suffering, want to control and be the rulers of everybody else, and kill and do whatever they want. And we live and we die. But the thing for me that I'm like, that doesn't make sense is aging. It just seems so cruel. We didn't ask to be born. Then we are born, and then we age, and we just continue to age, and slowly, each day we slowly die. And it's just, it doesn't matter if you're good and you did all the right things all your life, you loved hard, took care of everybody, or if you were a horrible person, did everything in the book that was the wrong thing, you're both going to age and die. It's the same thing as what they were just reading in the Gospels. Like, the rain falls on the just and the unjust, the righteous, the unrighteous. The sun falls on the good and the bad. It doesn't matter. It's just, that's what it is. But you should live in a way that is where you love one another, and that's the shoulds and stuff. Like, I feel like living in that way probably makes your life easier. You'll have more people in your corner. You'll be able to take care of people and do acts of service. And I do think that is healing, and that's just really what we are supposed to do anyways on this planet. One of the things, it's just the aging thing it just seems cruel, and And there's no stopping it unless you know you die early on in your life. Have what, I don't know, I guess assisted suicide because you don't want to age or something. I don't know. But who's to say if you're going to be healthy in the end or not? I mean, maybe if you take care of yourself and you eat right and you have a more than happy life, try not to have stress, maybe that will keep you from, or I don't know, dying in a horrible way, like aging in a horrible way. But there's no evidence to that, because there's people who smoke like 2 packs a day or more and like live to 102 and they're fine. So honestly, I don't know. And that's all I can say. Literally, I don't know. I don't think anyone, I mean, no one knows why. No one knows for sure. Everyone has some faith in something, and no one can tell you 100% the why we are here and why we age and then die, and that's it. Like, no idea. I do hope that in the end we do get the answer, like after we die, that there is like there is an answer. I hope for that. And I don't know, because I am curious. I have a curiosity. But I feel bad for Sverkel. It's like it's a horrible thing. Like 1 second you're out in the fields doing what you do and the one thing he's really good at, and then that's taken from you. And it's just so unfair. He can't even walk. He can't even feed himself. He can't give himself water. He's wetting the bed. It's the reverting back to a child, like a baby. It's interesting. It reminds me of Benjamin Button, the movie, and how he was born old, but then, ages backwards. But that's still how it happens in the world. Like you're born and you need to be taken care of until you're able to then grow up. And then when you are getting to that point of life where you then need to start being taken care of again until you pass on. Very, very interesting. I think it's cool that Thorfinn is listening to the Bible. I think where he is in his life right now, these words are going to resonate with him. He's going to be like, this is for real. This is the truth. I need to know more. I need to know more. And that's good. I think that's great. But when it comes down to it, when war comes, when things happen, do you fight? Do you go against that belief system of every man is equal, everyone is your brother or sister, you've got to love others who aren't just your friends or your family, or else that's discrimination and it's not true love. You can't greet your brothers in such a happy way and then ignore everyone else on the street. That's not true love. And so it's an interesting thing to think about. I like to be challenged like that, but it's not impossible, but it is impossible to have that type of love. And it's a hard work. Like you need to really work at it daily throughout the day. And I think after a while, good habits can then be formed. As I was talking about in the beginning of this reaction, like good habits can be formed. It just takes time, and then it becomes second nature. But you got to do the work on that. And that's the hard part. And I might sound like I have the answers. I don't have any answers. I don't know anything. I am a human being who is extremely flawed and is trying to figure out things too. And I will not sit here and sound like an enlightened person. I am not. I want answers. I want to know, and I'm ready to always be like, I made mistakes, and I want to know and take accountability and work on not doing those things. But that doesn't mean that I'm in any way like a person that is like a Buddha or gone. No, hell no, never. I mean, it's impossible for anyone to be that way. And it's kind of frustrating too. This is another side tangent, but when we present ourselves online, you're not going to find people like raging unless they're like, I guess you do find people like that and they do get a lot of views, but you're not going to find a lot of people being like, I really feel like real shit today, and like really showing you the shit. Like they're in a huge pile of mess and they're not, they haven't showered and they're like whatever, talking to themselves or feeling, or mute. People don't do that. I don't know why I'm going into this tangent, but I guess it was just because I was thinking about how sometimes I'm like, people having a platform is so weird because people just put their best foot forward and everyone thinks like everything is fine. Like, oh wow, these people have it together. They know what's going on, and that's just, it's not the truth. But people obviously are going to put their best foot forward. I just wished more people were like, no, yeah, it's pretty tough out here. We're just all trying to learn and figure it out. And, some people do feel like they figured it out. And I think that's cool too. I think there's there's a good thing to be confident in what you believe, to walk around and being like, yeah, we got it all figured out 100%. It's just, I don't believe it's possible. I just think you just have to keep working on it and working harder and harder. But yeah, that was just like a side note. I'm just like, this episode made me think of a lot of things like death and like what is life and getting older, and I'm getting older. I'm thinking about the song Landslide. Oh man, we're all getting older. It's really, and there's no stopping it. I'm having like a crisis right now. But it's just interesting. That's all. It's just interesting, and I think about stuff like this, and I hope there will be like answers in the future, like if with all the technology and the science and the people like really wanting to look into the why. I really do hope we get closer and closer and closer to answers. And maybe you guys have your perspective, and you can write or type down in the comments of like why you think we're born and why we age and why the good and the bad have the rain and the sun fall on them. What is that? What is the point then? Why then should we be good? Why should we, like these things. And I'm not saying, I'm not advocating to do crimes or doing messed up things. I think it's an interesting perspective. Why do people want to be good? And is it because of a potential reward? Is it karma? Is it because you just genuinely want to take care of this earth and leave it better than it was, or at least the same place where when you leave, that the future generations are going to be better off because of your life in some way? Or is it I don't want to burn in hell, or I want to have I want to make it to a heaven. I don't know. I think in general it's good to be good. It's good to be helpful and loving, and then in your older age, hopefully you have people there to take care of you because they loved you and they want to give back. And like Sverkel, he's loved, even though he's like a kind of tough and not ruthless, but just tough, stubborn. He's still very much loved and respected, and right now he's getting taken care of, and I think it's okay. That's the part of life, and it's just a hard one to let go, finally to let go. And I think that's where he's at in the process, is letting go of the things that make him who he is. And he's probably having a crisis right now of well, who am I if I cannot go out and plow the barley? What in the hell am I doing here then? It's interesting. But I'm really interested in reading these comments and your guys' thoughts, whether you're Christian, atheist, Wiccan, pagan, Muslim, Hindu, whatever, Buddhist. I want to know why and you think we are here, why we age, and what's the purpose, what's the reason. And one reason I think is to watch some of these awesome shows and movies, listen to some good music, meet cool people, have happiness. But why though? Still, why? Anyways, that's all for now. I will see you guys again next week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everybody.